Unicorns and dragons. Death, dying, and sadness are no easy words to say out loud, especially considering my intent to go to medical school if accepted. And to not for sure, but possibly in the future, be sitting or standing in front of a family or some little boy or some little girl or some person who could have cancer and not cause cortisol disruption, not cause hormonal confusion, not cause disarray. But to give the courage and the strength that I was given when I had my surgery for chordoma to go face the darkness of surgery and the scariness involved in the risks and the side effects and the pain. And having chosen the brain as my goal, the body as my aspiration, the mind as my motivation to help with psychological cognition. Ethically, morally difficult, treacherous, and maybe impossible. Considering these tendencies of people to really watch behavior and listen to voices. This knee-jerk reaction to go to someone who's hitting something with a pencil, stop, now. To restrict the lead on the paper and to make the hand do what the mind and brain say. I've been a nanny for almost 7 years now. And I worked with at-risk and homeless youth before I was a nanny. Hormones, emotions, all kinds of chemicals, cortisol, dopamine, from drugs, from tiny little children getting a little bit bigger, and reaching an age where their brain, body start to have a mind, a self. And the difficulty wasn't with those people I was fortunate enough to meet. The problems had to do with the world and those folks. And then there's only a few options and choices to choose from. Playtime, imagination, whole brain, or plain old logic, reasoning, law, rules, restrictions, and precision. a system with processes. Similar to a jail, similar to an institution, similar to a psychiatric hospital in a lot of ways. And then there's the other strategies. Tibetan Buddhism says crazy wisdom. US American business culture calls it no limits. The wolf goes, gets food, lives with family, has a pack. The snake eats and rests and goes and gets and lives. Unicorns fly with their horns, their tusk. They run fast, they're glamorous, they're glittery. They accomplish the unfathomable. The dragon scorches the land to get its meal. Flies and soars. With no one, nobody to tell it where to go, what to do, where to eat, when to eat. And these are the only examples I can provide to withstand these tensions with these nonstop social requirements, these nonstop emotional chemical pauses. The unicorn and the dragon are free. The human like me, living in an apartment in Seattle, Washington with a place called Community House Mental Health and receiving Social Security disability insurance from cancer and side effects and not having the energy to work 3 jobs. Are more and more and more and more and more of the same. Now, the same now, the same now, the same now, the same now. No glitter falling from the skies from a unicorn in the air, no fire to light up the night and make a beautiful image. Same now, same now, same now. And with the same now, there's no problem. There's no safety concern. Now is always the same. Now, same, now, same. Having a same now considers the body at the mercy of the brain and the mind. Having the same now has the mind in charge of the brain and the body. To have the same now, to have the same now, to have the same now. And the stimulus comes from the social worker, the counselor, the psychiatrist, the psychologist, cortisol, emotional checkup, behavioral therapy, cognitive assessment. The end.